How's it going, everyone? So today I'm going to show you guys an exercise that you can do for bigger arms using only resistance bands. Before I begin though, please subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Also, if you're interested in online personal training from me or buying some cool fitness gear, have a look in my description box. So the resistance bands that we will be using today, you guys can look in my description box and you guys can get them from Amazon. Extremely cheap price, you guys. So I highly recommend them. I have them. These are the ones that I am actually using right now. So the exercises that we will be doing today, each one will target our arms in a little bit of a different way. So our rope push downs, you guys, what we're gonna try to do when we perform these is when we're performing them, we really want to pull away at the bottom. When we do this, we activate the lateral head more for our triceps. So you're really gonna wanna do that. The next exercise that we will be doing is horizontal extensions from the power rack using the resistance bands. So when you do a horizontal, you're gonna get more of the long head. So you're gonna get this part right here. The next exercise for our biceps is we're gonna do resistance band hammer curls. So this is gonna work more of the brachialis, which is right here. You guys can really see that ball popping out. By performing that and by growing the brachialis, it's actually gonna make your bicep peak a little bit better because it kind of moves the biceps up. And then we're gonna be doing the face curl. Now when we have our elbow in front of us, when we have when we have when we have flexion of the shoulder around 90 degrees, you guys, even a little bit lower, what happens is that we're gonna put more emphasis on the short head of our bicep. Most people, you guys, their long head is very developed. The short head, we can utilize that, get that inner part going. To work your long head, what I recommend doing is simply have your shoulder in extension. So shoulder flexion gonna work more of the inner bicep. When you have shoulder extension, it's gonna work more of the long head, which is the outer part of your bicep. That's why doing drag curls is a phenomenal exercise for the long head. Doing seated incline dumbbell curls, amazing for your long head. Short head exercises are going to be your preacher curls because your arm is in front of you. These dumbbell face curls that I'm about to show you, those are going to work more of the short head. Concentration curls. So just a phenomenal amount. Let's get this started though, you guys. I've already talked for 2 minutes already. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is a rope push down. Now, why do I love this exercise? Is because you're keeping constant tension on your triceps. And again, when we're performing this, what we want to do is at the very bottom, we want to rotate our hands out like so. And I do apologize for the lighting, you guys. I am getting a professional lighting kit soon, so this is gonna light the freaking shit out of this place. So again, when we're doing it from the front, what we want to do is when we come down, we want to rotate. We pretend like you have a rope push down bar. At the very end, what you want to do is you want to pull it out. This puts all the pressure on the lateral head, you guys, and that is what you want. So you can do it with one tension band and just really push out and touch your arm if you're doing it, and you can feel that tension in your lateral head. Most people have underdeveloped lateral heads, and even long heads too are underdeveloped. So right there, you can feel the muscle working. It's a phenomenal exercise. You can use 2 resistance bands. Again, I will show you guys the resistance bands that you can buy. They're all right here, you guys. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 of them. Phenomenal if you guys are looking for something different. Why do I like training with resistance bands? Most people don't. The reason why I like doing that is because you get constant tension throughout. If you're using dumbbells, dumbbells are good, but if you guys can afford it, I would recommend getting some resistance bands. So the next exercise that we're going to be performing is the horizontal extension from a power rack. Now what you're going to do, I'll put this to the side. There's a little bit better lighting. Again, I do apologize for the lighting, you guys. So get your extension, get your resistance band like this, and all we're going to do now is we're gonna extend like so. And you can feel down here, this is the long head right here. It's working that muscle, you guys. This is a phenomenal exercise. If you guys are not using resistance bands, I recommend doing it just because you stimulate more. If you wanna get big arms, you can. You don't need any fancy equipment. All you really need is the resistance bands. And the absolute volume that you get is freaking phenomenal. I will show you guys from this angle too. So it's something a little bit different, and you guys can see the long head being flexed when I do these. Really extending on the arm. Just a phenomenal exercise. So that takes care of our triceps right there. Very easy, very effective, and you don't need a lot of weight. And because there is 5, if you guys do buy those, because there are 5 bands, that gives you 5 different ways to progress. But here's another thing that people don't know about resistance bands, is that you can progress on them by simply stretching it out a little bit longer. So if you're doing your horizontal extensions from, say, here to the camera away, you can make it harder by taking a step back. You've just increased the resistance, making it a harder exercise. So it's really as simple as that. It's not very tough at all. So I'm actually going to bring us back here, you guys. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do dumbbell hammer curls using resistance bands. So I'm just going to tie this to the very bottom. And again, these are so versatile because all you have to do is loop them. I loop them through anything, and guess what? I now can do dumbbell hammer curls. So again, if you guys see that ball right here, that's your brachialis. Most people don't train that. You really train that by doing reverse barbell curls, dumbbell hammer curls. I've been doing hammer curls for a long time, you guys, very long time. It has really developed my brachialis. So just get your resistance band, hold it, and simply curl up, and you can see that muscle developing. This will, again, what this does, having this muscle developed will make your bicep peak just a little bit better, in my opinion, and it has been proven by science. It can actually push it out. So we can't genetically change your bicep peak, because if you have a long muscle belly or a short muscle belly, I have a long muscle belly, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had a long muscle belly for his bicep. You can't really change the insertion points, and you can't really do anything about it. But by training your brachialis, it does make your bicep peak just a little bit better. And you guys can see, you don't need a lot of weight. All you really need is just a little bit of resistance. And again, to make this movement harder, I could grip it down here, and guess what? It's that much freaking harder. And that's what I mean about resistance bands, is that it's very easy to train using them. All you really need is the resistance bands, and they're only like $20. So what I like about that is, instead of paying, I don't know, if you want to get any decent set of dumbbells, you buy a couple of power blocks, you're going to be spending $500 probably. Power racks, $500. I mean, you're spending quite a bit of money. The resistance bands are $20, so they're not too bad. The next exercise that we're going to be performing is going to be the face curl. Now, this exercise is awesome because if you have your elbow in flexion and not extension, then what happens is you're working more of the short head of your bicep. Everyone's going to be different in what muscle group legs, but the short head, generally most people don't train as often as the long head. I know a lot of people do seated dumbbell curls, a lot of drag curls, so this is a great movement to try out. So again, all you have to do, put your power rack up top and simply squeeze to your head. It's as simple as that. You can even wrap it around like this and hold it and just flex your bicep. Nothing fancy here, you guys. You don't even need a power rack to perform this. You can put it on a doorknob. It doesn't have to be vertical. It can be a little bit more horizontally. I just like doing it like this because of different angles. I'm always trying to work different angles, trying to find different ways to do things. Again, I can put this, I can wrap this just to my power rack stand, like so, if I do this correctly, just like that. And now I can perform the exercise like this. And as you guys can see, as long as it's in front of you, you're working the short head right here. Anytime the shoulder's in front, you guys, you really put more emphasis on the short head of the bicep. So again, you got your short head, which is gonna run more inside. Your long head, gonna be more outside. And then you got that little ball right here. That's going to be your brachialis, you guys. So make sure you train all of those properly. The tricep exercises that I gave you, they work the long head and they will work the lateral head as well. So end of video. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Go have a look at those resistance bands if you guys are interested. Thanks for watching.